Thank you so much. Welcome to Apostolic Insight. I'm your brother, Great. In this video, I want to present a disturbing prophecy about Imo State. The spirit that makes one person rise, and every other person in the state will beg from that one person. One person rises and exercises both political and spiritual control of the people of the land, decides absolutely everything in that land. This spirit, as the man of God had clearly pointed out, is not of God.
And I'm seeing Imo State. Imo State. The spirit that makes only one person to rise, then the rest beg from that one person. This is what the Lord is telling me. Did you hear what I said? Only one person rises and the other people, they only live by begging that one person. It is not the way God helps believers. God's desire, yes, somebody can start, but eventually that people have their own standing too. Therefore, every spirit responsible for that satanic effect in Imo State right now, be buried permanently. Be buried permanently. Be buried permanently. Be buried.
The essence of this video is to appeal to the church in Imo State to rise up to the challenge. The reality on ground proved beyond all reasonable doubt that this prophecy actually is of God, because nobody can deny what the man of God has said concerning the activities of this spirit. In the past 12 years, you can see this clearly playing out. One man will rise, maybe as governor. He will control practically everything. Nobody will challenge him. He will do anything he feels like, decide everything. So, it's so disturbing that people get up, occupy a position, and they use that position to control every other person. You do not see check and balances. Nobody carries any oversight function. One man rises, he's in charge of everything. The judiciary, the legislature, the executive, one man is in charge. To some extent, it's manifestly seen that the same one man may even be controlling a section of the church leadership. This is so disturbing. We've even had in the past a governor who was even anointing gospel preachers. He will hold Quran in one hand and hold the Bible in another hand and be preaching. And thousands of ministers were under him. He was deciding practically everything. Nobody challenged him. He will do anything he feels like. Nobody challenge him. They will decide how the local government will be organized, what goes on there, who will be in charge. They will decide everything. And nobody asks questions. You will not see accountability, you will not see transparency. This prophecy from this man of God is a challenge to the church in Imo State. Not just in Imo State, because you see a bit of this in other states within Southeast. So the Christian community in Igbo land need to rise up to this challenge. We need to cry out to God. We need to carry out prophetic actions to make sure this practice where one man rises, it's as if every other person will live at the mercy of that person, or live and survive by begging that person, or wait for that person to drop peanuts for them to struggle for. It is not the best. So let us review this prophecy, pray about it, and make sure this spirit that will make one man to rise, and every other person will depend on that person, or that one man that have risen, until the man shouts out, maybe 8 years or whatever, and that person will rise, and the trend continues, is that evil pattern, we need to rise up and take prophetic action to stop it. The time to begin is now. And it's important we share this video. This is not something we say it does not matter. It's not something anybody will argue and say, no, it's not applicable. We are seeing it clearly. One man deciding everything without any oversight function. No accountability, no transparency. Nobody asks question, and things goes on. And people just accept their fate in that way. They do not ask question. Nobody offers any answer. This prophecy by this man of God, we should review it and pay attention to see what we can do to make sure things are done in order. It is the duty of every believer to pray for the kingdom and the righteousness of God, and to make it our number one priority. See why we need to share this video. See why we need to subscribe to this channel. God lives in truth. If we want God to intervene in our situation, truth is the driving force that brings God down. So let us be part of this by being helpers of the truth. This spirit that makes one man rises and others live at the mercy of that one man or beg that one man for their sustenance must come to an end, not just in Imo State, but in the entire Southeast. To God be the glory.